So in March of 2020, everything closed down and we were getting ready to do Into the Woods. And we were like a week and a half out from doing it. The set had been built, everything was ready to go, and then we closed everything down and then we weren't able to perform it whatsoever. I remember having a conversation with Mrs. Santel at the middle school and trying to figure out how to move forward with things. We had to look at the protocols that were established by the state of New Jersey Department of Education, also the Arts of Education committees of New Jersey, and to see what their new protocols were going to be. And so we had to figure out how we would be able to let students sing and play successfully. And one of the things we had to do to look at the spacing of ensembles to make sure that students were spaced enough apart so that they wouldn't be contaminating each other, and also looking at different masks and purchasing masks that we're able to play through, and masks for our instruments as well. I wanted to make sure that we still did it, and I just kept on looking at when we could do it, because when everything did shut down in March, we had to totally cancel Into the Woods. So I wanted to make sure that at all costs we would put on Songs for a New World. I remember actually getting very emotional when we were about to go live for the first show, and feeling really emotional after the end of the first show and at the end of the last show. Just because after a year of not doing anything, we were finally able to do something, and so that was actually very emotional if you're so used to performing to a live audience. The fact that we have such a great tech department and tech teachers to help out with these things, it was a great experience for me in the end. Luckily for this year, it's a little bit different, and we will be able to have a live audience, but it was nice to be able to collaborate with them on that project.
Personally, I think that having the 7th through 12th grade band is not only a benefit, but it's I've been thoroughly impressed and pleasantly surprised, I think, at the level of musicianship and dedication of the middle school students. I know sometimes it's frustrating for high school students and upperclassmen to feel like their progress is sometimes held back by a student that's learning. In my previous district, I was working with 6th graders as well, so they didn't have in-person band 5th grade, and they didn't have it in 6th grade. So the last time they had in-person band was their first year beginning band in 4th grade, and there were some kids that totally forgot how to play their first 5 notes. They technically started their instrument 2 years ago, but they couldn't play their first note on their instrument, and that's what COVID did to our programs. To see some of these kids come in the summer, fresh 7th graders basically were just 6th graders. Their first experience of playing music in middle school is basically playing high school music, and we're fielding the first song of the show on the field at week 1. It blew my mind. I'm like, I don't know how they did this. I still don't know, as I sit here today. So it's incredible.
I think we will go back to normal, and I actually think that the program has expanded a lot already over the past 4 years since I've been here, but I see it expanding more because I think that a lot of students and their parents, while they were at home, enrolled them in string programs and instrumental programs and piano programs and stuff like that.
There will be ups and downs. There will be influxes in numbers, decreases in numbers, and it's just about the perseverance of River Dell student body. 2 years without music drove the world into hysteria, and we're already back at it. Like, as soon as we got the green light to be on the field, we're playing in front of packed audiences, we're doing festivals, we're making friends with the other bands again. So I feel like we're 100% on the right track, and we will get there.